Life can be like a long road. Sometimes, the journey is smooth, and everything feels easy. But at other times, it can be very hard, and it feels like you are facing many obstacles. Everyone has dreams and goals. We all want to achieve something in life, but sometimes we face problems that make us tired or sad. It is easy to think, I can't do this, but it is important to remember, never give up. Think about when you were a baby, when you were learning to walk. Did you fall down? Yes, many times. But did you stop trying? No, you didn't. You kept getting up and trying again. And finally, you learned to walk. This shows us something very important. Failure is not the end. It is just a part of the journey. Every time you fall, you learn something new, and you get a little bit closer to your goal. Just like when you were a baby, keep trying, and you will succeed. Now, let's think about a tree. Imagine you plant a seed in the ground. Do you see a tree the next day? No, of course not. The seed takes time to grow. You have to water it, give it sunlight, and wait. Little by little, the seed starts to grow. First, it is just a small sprout. But over time, it becomes a big, strong tree. Your dreams are like that seed. At first, they might seem small or impossible, but if you work hard and be patient, they will grow. It might take time, but don't stop. Keep working on your dreams, just like you keep watering the seed. With time, your dreams will grow, and you will see the results. Sometimes, you will fail. That's okay. Failure is a part of success. Think about a scientist. When a scientist is doing an experiment, sometimes it doesn't work. But do they stop? No, they learn from the failure and try again. Each failure is a lesson. The more a scientist fails, the more they learn, and the closer they get to finding the answer. The same is true for you. Don't be afraid to fail. Learn from your mistakes, try again, and keep going. Failure is not the end. It is just a chance to learn and improve. Think about famous people who faced many challenges before they succeeded. One of the most famous inventors in the world is Thomas Edison. He invented the light bulb, but did you know he failed more than 1,000 times before he succeeded? Yes, more than 1,000 tries. Most people would have given up after a few failures. But Edison didn't. He believed in his dream, and he kept trying. After many failures, he finally made the light bulb work. He never gave up, and today we all benefit from his hard work. Edison's story teaches us an important lesson. No matter how many times we fail, if we keep trying, we will find success. Another example is Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Michael Jordan said, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I have lost almost 300 games. On 26 occasions, I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot, and I missed. I have failed over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." Michael Jordan failed many times, but each failure helped him become stronger. Each mistake taught him something new. If you think about it, Jordan's failures helped him grow and become one of the best players in basketball history. One more example is J.K. Rowling, the author of the famous Harry Potter books. Before her books were published, she was a single mother living on welfare, and she had very little money. She wrote the first Harry Potter book while sitting in a cafe, and she sent her manuscript to many publishers. Do you know how many publishers said no? All of them. They all rejected her book. But Rowling didn't give up. She believed in her story, and she kept trying. Finally, one publisher said yes. And today, her books are loved by millions of people all around the world. If J.K. Rowling had given up after the first rejection, we would never have known Harry Potter. The stories of Thomas Edison, Michael Jordan, and J.K. Rowling all show us the same thing: never give up. Failure is a part of the process. It is normal to face challenges, but you must keep going. Each failure is just one step closer to success. So, when you face difficulties, remember these stories and think about the lessons they teach us. Keep trying, believe in yourself, and don't stop. You can achieve anything you want, as long as you never give up. Always remember, you are stronger than you think. Just like when you were learning to walk, or like a seed growing into a tree, your dreams will grow too. But only if you keep working hard and keep believing in yourself. So, don't give up. and keep moving forward. You can do it. When we look at the lives of famous people in history, we can see something important. They did not give up. Many of them faced many challenges, but they kept going. These people remind us that it's okay to fail, but what matters is that we keep trying. Their stories can inspire us to believe in ourselves and to work hard, even when things are tough. One of the most famous people who never gave up is Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb. Edison is remembered as one of the greatest inventors in history, but what many people don't know is that he failed many times before he succeeded. In fact, he tried over 1,000 times before he found the right way to make the light bulb work. Can you imagine that? Most people would give up after just a few failures. But Edison didn't. He believed in his dream, and he kept trying. Each time he failed, he learned something new. Finally, after many attempts, he succeeded, and the light bulb was born. Today, we all use light bulbs, and we can thank Edison for his hard work and persistence. His story shows us that failure is not the end, but a part of the process. If you keep going, you can achieve great things, just like Edison did. Another great person who teaches us the power of not giving up is Michael Jordan, one of the best basketball players of all time. Michael Jordan is famous for his skills on the basketball court, but did you know that he faced many failures too? Jordan said, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I have lost almost 300 games. On 26 occasions, I have been trusted to take the game-winning shot, and I missed. I have failed over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." This quote is very powerful. Jordan shows us that failure is not something to be afraid of. He failed many times, but each time he learned, grew stronger, and became better. His story is a great example of how failures can teach us important lessons. If Jordan had given up after all of those missed shots and lost games, he would not have become the legend he is today. But because he kept trying, he became one of the greatest players in basketball history. Another person whose story is full of challenges is J.K. Rowling, the author of the famous Harry Potter books. Before she became rich and famous, Rowling had a difficult life. She was a single mother, living on welfare, and she didn't have much money. She wrote the first Harry Potter book in a cafe while her baby slept beside her. She then sent her manuscript to many publishers. Do you know how many publishers said no? All of them. They all rejected her book. But J.K. Rowling didn't give up. She believed in her story, and she knew it was something special. After many rejections, one publisher finally said yes, and that's when Harry Potter became a huge success. Today, Harry Potter books are loved by millions of people all around the world. If J.K. Rowling had given up after the first rejection, we would never have known about the magical world of Harry Potter. Her story teaches us an important lesson: don't let rejection stop you. Keep believing in yourself and keep trying. Your success might be just around the corner. These stories from Edison, Michael Jordan, and J.K. Rowling show us that great people are not afraid to fail. They see failure as part of the journey to success. Each time they faced a challenge or failed, they learned something new, and they kept going. This is the most important lesson we can learn from them. Never give up, no matter how hard things may seem. Sometimes, the road to success is long, and there may be many bumps along the way, but if you keep pushing forward, you will get there. It's also important to remember that you don't have to be perfect. These famous people weren't perfect. They made mistakes, failed many times, and faced many challenges. But they didn't let those things stop them. They believed in their dreams, and they worked hard to make them come true. So, if you face challenges or fail, don't be discouraged. Just like Edison, Michael Jordan, and J.K. Rowling, you can learn from your mistakes and keep trying. When you think about these great people, remember that you can be like them. You have the same ability to keep going and achieve your dreams. If you believe in yourself and never give up, you can do amazing things too. Every time you fail, think of Edison, Jordan, and Rowling, and remember that failure is not the end. It's just another step on the road to success. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep believing in your dreams. Success is possible for anyone who is willing to work hard and never give up. Every person faces challenges in life. Some challenges are small, while others are much bigger. But no matter the size, we all have the strength to overcome them. It's important to remember that even when things feel difficult, you can still find a way to keep going. Developing a positive mindset is one of the most powerful tools you can use to face challenges and achieve your goals. Let's think about Nick Vujicic, a man who was born without arms and legs. Can you imagine how difficult his life must have been? Nick didn't let his condition stop him from living a full life. He learned to do things that many people with arms and legs might struggle with. He learned how to swim, type, and even surf. Nick travels the world, giving speeches and inspiring people to never give up, no matter what challenges they face. His life is a powerful example of how strength of mind can help you overcome anything. Nick says, "If I fail, I try again and again and again." His words show that no matter what happens, you can always keep going. His story is a reminder that anything is possible if you don't give up. Sometimes, we may feel like we have to face challenges alone, but that is not true. Asking for help is not a weakness. In fact, it is a sign of strength. We all need support from others, whether it's from family, friends, or teachers. People around us want to see us succeed. It's important to remember that asking for help shows you are serious about your dreams. You are willing to do whatever it takes to reach your goals. If you ever feel stuck, don't be afraid to ask someone for help. It could be a small question or a big one, but getting help can make a big difference. It's okay to need help. Asking for support can give you the strength and knowledge to keep moving forward. Another important part of facing challenges is thinking positively. Positive thinking can help you stay motivated and keep going, even when things feel tough. The words you use can change the way you feel. When you wake up in the morning, try looking in the mirror and saying something positive to yourself. Say, "I can do this," "I will keep trying," or "I will never give up." These small phrases can help you feel stronger and more confident. They remind you that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. When you are learning something new, like English, you might find some parts hard. But instead of saying, "This is too difficult," try saying, "I can learn this." Positive words help your mind focus on what you can do, not what you can't. Another way positive thinking can help you is by changing the way you see mistakes. Mistakes are not failures, they are just part of the learning process. Everyone makes mistakes, even the most successful people. What matters is how you deal with those mistakes. Instead of saying, "I always make mistakes," try saying, "Mistakes help me learn." Every time you make a mistake, you can use it to grow. Each mistake teaches you something new, and over time, you will get better and better. The key is not to be afraid of mistakes, but to embrace them as a chance to improve. But sometimes, it's easy to feel negative when things are hard. You might say to yourself, "I can't do this," or "I'll never get better." These negative thoughts can stop you from trying. But it's important to change these thoughts. Negative words can make you feel weak and give up. Instead, think about the words you use. Instead of saying, "I can't," say, "I will try." Instead of saying, "It's too hard," say, "I will keep going." By changing your words, you can change your mindset and your life. A positive mindset is about believing in yourself and understanding that you are capable of more than you think. It's about never giving up, even when things seem hard. Everyone faces challenges, but it's how you respond to those challenges that matters. If you believe in yourself and keep trying, you will find a way to overcome obstacles and reach your goals. When you face a difficult time, think of people like Nick Vujicic, who overcame huge challenges. Remember, he didn't give up, even when life was very hard. Remember, you don't have to do it alone. Ask for help if you need it. And always use positive words to encourage yourself. Stay strong and keep believing in your dreams. You have the strength to face any challenge. It doesn't matter how many mistakes you make or how many times you fail. What matters is that you keep trying, keep learning, and never give up. Just like Nick Vujicic, you can achieve amazing things. With a positive mindset, anything is possible. Throughout the journey of this story, we have seen how perseverance and the strength to never give up have shaped the lives of some of the most successful and inspiring people in history. Thomas Edison, Michael Jordan, J.K. Rowling, and Nick Vujicic all faced significant challenges, yet they didn't let those challenges stop them. Each of them failed numerous times, but instead of giving up, they used their failures as lessons, learned from them, and kept moving forward. They proved that the path to success is not always easy, but with determination, hard work, and a positive mindset, anything is possible. Thomas Edison, who tried over 1,000 times to invent the light bulb, teaches us that failure is not the end. It's a part of the process, and each mistake brings us one step closer to success. Michael Jordan, despite missing thousands of shots, continued to believe in himself, and his failures eventually led him to become one of the greatest basketball players of all time. J.K. Rowling, who faced rejection after rejection before Harry Potter became a worldwide success, shows us that persistence in the face of adversity can lead to something great. And Nick Vujicic, born without arms and legs, reminds us that even the biggest challenges can be overcome with a positive mindset and an never-give-up attitude. These stories show us an important lesson. Failure is not something to fear, but something to learn from. Every time we fail, we learn and grow. And just like the people in this story, we can overcome our own challenges. The key is to keep trying, to stay positive, and to believe in ourselves, no matter how difficult the road ahead may seem. In our own lives, we can apply these lessons by choosing to see setbacks as learning opportunities rather than obstacles. When we face difficulties, we can remind ourselves of the people who kept going despite the odds. Whether we are learning a new skill, facing a personal challenge, or working towards a goal, we should keep going, no matter how many times we stumble along the way. Believe in your dreams, trust yourself, and keep moving forward. Success doesn't come from avoiding failure, but from continuing to move forward after each failure. Congratulations to you for improving your English listening skills by listening to this story. You've learned a lot today about perseverance and success, and now you are one step closer to understanding and speaking English fluently. Now, here's a small quiz for you to test what you've learned. Please comment your answer in the comment section below. Question: what is the key message of the story? A failure is the end of success. Failure is a lesson and part of the journey to success. Please comment your answer with or B, and let us know your thoughts. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to support us in creating more helpful content. Your support will keep us motivated to bring more great videos for you. Also, if you feel like supporting the channel financially, any donation would be greatly appreciated. We are working hard to create quality content, but starting out is not easy. Your donations will help us continue making free content to help you learn English. Thank you for being a part of this journey.